Do you like scary movies? What's going on, guys? My name is Trevor and welcome to the channel. Scream 6 slashed its way into theaters this past weekend, and safe to say, it delivered on one of the goriest Scream movies yet. And in honor of Scream 6 coming out, we're going to rank all 6 Scream movies from my least favorite to my favorite. Let me know your favorite Scream movie down below in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. And we have a lot more Scream rankings coming over the next couple of days, from the Ghostface killers, from the opening scenes to the overall characters of the Scream franchise. We're ranking them all. And one final thing before we get into this ranking, there will be spoilers for all 6 of these movies, so if you have not seen Scream 6 yet or any of these movies, this is your warning, spoilers are coming. So at number 6, with absolute ease, Scream 3. I'm sure we can all agree that Scream 3 is just the black sheep of the Scream movies. It's not as fun. They kill the character of Cotton off right in the beginning, and by the time the Roman gets announced that he's the Ghostface killer by the end of the movie, I had no idea who this dude even was. I was like, who? Who's the killer? What? Was not a fan of Scream 3 at all. This is the one movie of the 6 that I will say is a bad movie. At number 5, Scream 5. I wasn't overly fond of this movie, but I definitely enjoyed it quite a bit. Jenna Ortega is becoming like the new horror queen, and she delivers again in this movie, as she does in X and Wednesday and everything she does. She's absolutely fantastic. But in Scream 5, that opening scene is brutal, and it has just the throwbacks and the callbacks to the OG Scream movie. While the killers were kind of cliche throughout this movie, like Richie being one of them, you never trust a love interest. If anything that Randy Meeks taught us throughout this franchise, is that you never trust a love interest, and he ended up being one of the killers and gets killed in the end of this movie, and that leads into Scream 6. So Scream 5 set up a lot of great things for Scream 6, had a lot of good kills, but the one thing that didn't sit well with me in this movie is killing off the character of Dewey. I get OG characters are up for grabs, but Dewey, my main man, how are you doing like that? At number 4, I have Scream 2. Scream 2 delivers on everything that the first Scream does. It just umps the ante just a little bit. First Scream has 2 killers, and with Scream 2, there's 2 killers yet again. Timothy Olyphant and Billy's mom are the Ghostface killers in this movie. And when Billy's mom was in, I was like, they did a little Friday the 13th action with us but they switched them from 1 to 2, from 2 to 1. You get what I'm saying. The character of Randy's walking us through all the rules, and he dies in this movie. I'm not going to lie to you. I was heartbroken because Randy is my all-time favorite Scream character. Scream 2 delivers on the same thrills and kills that the OG Scream does. Tries to up the ante a little bit, and I still enjoy the absolute hell in this movie, and it's probably lower than most people's, which is probably a hot take, so here we are. At number 3, Scream 6. From the opening scene to the end credits roll, this movie grabs a hold of you and takes you for a wild, gory ride. And I would say that the Scream 6 is the most brutal and goriest of any of the Scream movies. From killing off Samara Weaving to killing off the wannabe Ghostface killers in the beginning of the movie, to then just letting it go throughout this movie. Possibly killing Gale Weathers, almost killing our boy Chad, almost killing Mindy. Everyone is in danger in this movie. No one's off the table. And that Scream memorabilia ending where the final act takes place and has all the memorabilia of all the Ghostface killers. As a diehard fan of Scream, I really appreciated it, and it was really cool to see. At number 2, I have Scream 4. I am a diehard fan of this movie, and for a while, this was my favorite Scream movie. I love how different this feels than the original trilogy of the Scream movies. It feels like a reboot, a requel as they call it, and I have to say, I never saw the character of Jill being the Ghostface killer. I always thought it was a nerdy dude who was in love with Kirby, and ended up being him too. But when Jill took off the mask, my jaw dropped to the floor. Emma Roberts is the killer. What is actually happening? This is the one I was the most surprised when the Ghostface killer was announced. I had no idea it was coming, and I'm so glad that I didn't. This is honestly really the only time I was genuinely surprised at the Ghostface killer. Again, jaw dropped to the floor. But at number 1 is the original Scream. This is my favorite horror movie of all time. It's the best slasher movie of all time, and I love how self-aware this movie is of making fun of horror movies, but simply falling into one all itself. This movie's opening scene is probably the best of any of the Scream opening scenes, with killing off Drew Barrymore brutally, really showing how brutal Ghostface is going to be, but it has those coming of age vibes that I love so much, the high school vibes, trying to hang out, party, have fun with your friends, and Randy's going through the rules of horror movies. Wes Craven crafted the best horror movie of all time, in my opinion, with Scream. Without a doubt, it's my number 1 favorite Scream movie. I mean, it has to be. The whole franchise is named after this movie. And that's going to do it for my Scream ranking. Let me know your ranking of all 6 of these movies down below in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, because we have a bunch more Scream videos coming out, and I'm excited for all of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.